Hey traders, how's everybody? Peter here with Forte Trader. We're going to get off started here on setting up our Futures Plus workspace, starting from directly at the domain tradestation.com. We're going to start here. We'll be able to just log in, and we're going to start with the blank workspace, and we're just setting up. Now, this is our broker for our Futures Plus for our spread trades, right? So we're not too concerned here at this time on in this particular video on charting or scanning. This is particularly on just setting up our workspace that's going to we're going to deploy our spread trades off of. So we're going to set up a simple workspace for that. We're going to save the workspace, and then we're going to log back out. Then we're going to log in and add a couple small little um, windows that we're going to save, show that, and then we're also going to access. Um, we're going to switch between live and simulation mode, just so we know that. Make sure that we know about that, among a couple of notes. So let's go ahead and get started here. So when you're at your Tradestation account, you're going to go ahead and just tradestation.com, access that from anywhere around the world. Okay, we're going to click login. You're going to go here, Client Center, log in. I have mine auto-populated. You're going to set that up and then save it, whatever, log in. And when you're in your account section, you're going to come down here, and these are all the 3 web apps, okay? We're not dealing with Tradestation Web Trading or Tradestation Crypto here in this particular video. In this course, we are going to go ahead and launch our Futures Plus trading account. When we do that, now you can save this link if you want to shortcut it. I always like to go around this way. I had it set up different before. Now I just go log in, come in this way, and it auto-populates again, because now remember, TradeStation is partnered with Trading Technologies on this particular platform, just for our Futures Plus, that the one that they call Futures Plus. The technology is driven through Trading Technologies. Now remember, Trading Technologies, guys, is awesome because I think I've shown people this stuff starts as low as the cheapest stuff you can find out there is about 500 bucks a month plus 700 bucks a month and beyond for this kind of institutional platform. So we're fortunate that we go through TradeStation. We got to go through a little bit loop and obstacle to later on come back up with some better charting platform, but this is totally worth it. Totally worth it. Let's get back into it now. So once I log in here, I'm going to go ahead and set up a new workspace. It's Sunday right now, so nothing is moving around. Order routing is currently unavailable, as you see over here. Every evening when the markets are closed and on the weekends, you're going to go through this. Historical data unavailable. Everything's, all the red and blues, and the activity is going to look kind of dead. We're making this video on a Sunday morning here. But this is my live trading platform. I'm going to go ahead here to edit real quick. I'm going to change my environment. I'm going to go to simulation. Thank goodness now simulation is available. They finally launched that like a couple of months back, right as we started getting our first subscribers, which is awesome because they didn't want to leave anybody hanging on that. So now I'm in simulation. Always you're going to get the confirmation here with this yellow bar. You see that? So make sure, guys, once you're out there ready to trade, you confirm before you're in and taking a trade, your account is on simulation or not, depending on what you want to take. If you want to go live or whatnot. Here you're going to access that through edit. On the mobile app, it's real simple. It's at the bottom of the screen of the mobile app once you have your mobile app set up too. Okay, so we're going to set up a new workspace. I'm going to go to File, New Workspace, and it's going to always start like this. For those of you that aren't watching those videos, it's super long. I understand the ones that TradeStation has. You don't have to. This is going to be our shortcut here for our trading. I still have the old workspace set up on the my original workspace that they had me having a bunch of drop downs. I don't use it no more. I use one main screen. That's all I'm using. Widgets are a bunch of things that you could add, okay, to your workspace, and then you can connect them all to make like a grid. And so, or was it a grid or like a matrix or whatever? But here we go. We're going to start off with a market grid first, and I like to use the top left corner for this. This is where we're going to bring up all of our different markets and stuff. And then the other widget we're going to want to use is your MD Trader. Okay, this is where I take my trades off of. Once I click, and you'll see, once I have all my my spreads set up here in different tabs, and I'm looking at something through my scanner, I've confirmed through a chart, I want to take a short or long spread trade. I'll come in here and I'll bring up the commodity up here, which you'll see in a bit, and then I'll turn around here and I'll put the trade on through here directly. It's amazing. It's what pros do use. These these depth of market trading tables over here. So how I'm going to connect these two is I'm going to just right click. I'm going to right click on the widget. Okay, and I'm going to go create group widget, and what's going to do, just like on the Tradestation videos, it's going to create these colorful borders, blue, green, yellow at the bottoms of certain one, blue. So you can connect like blue to blue, or whatever. In this case, I want them side by side. I'm going to connect the greens, and automatically it's going to populate and integrate them. I'm going to spread them out a bit, and I'm going to keep it just like this. I'm going to add, for the heck of it, a chart at the bottom. Not that I'm using their charts anymore, but just to have some visual going on as I'm doing stuff, I'll just keep it there. And then create group widget. Again, I'm going to put this at the bottom, guys. See how it's going to now spread out? It's going to even up. I'm going to extend that out to my window of my laptop. And I'll just keep this here, just a tiny little deal. This is it. This is my workspace. This is all I use now. Now, because I have these three together, this is my main window, right? It's created here at the top, a whole widget group. This is what I meant to say earlier. Okay? Over here is a save button. I can save the workspace. It's going to ask you what to save it as. Save it to however you want. You know, put your name, Peter's, whatever, workspace, hit save. That's it. Now, anytime I add a new widget, let's say I want to add my time in sales, I want to start looking at my time in sales, or I'm sorry, I don't really use that much. Let's say my order book, and or my, I want to see my active positions, which is a good one, my bad. My active positions, okay? They're all going to pop up as a new widget here. Now, if I X off because I saved, it doesn't auto-save because I saved since these last two widgets. These two will not be saved if I come back. If I try to X off and leave and log out, it'll tell me your workspace contains unsaved changes. If you log out when you come back, these two widgets will be gone. So if I want to just start saving my widgets up here so I can quick reference them, I keep them floating. I do not add them to these three, this widget group. This widget group I keep alone. This is always how I'm coming in here and entering a trade. The other ones are just extra, and they float all in the backgrounds. And guess what? It's not taking up the resources of my computer because it's running web-based on their end. So it's perfect. I keep them floating around in the back. I don't care what they do back there. When I want them, I access them. If I accidentally leave the workspace and I didn't save them, I can add them later. If I discover later on there's another widget I like, I want to have around, I go ahead and just bring them on around. And I'm sorry, I click on them. Here's my fills. I can keep my fills too. I have that on my live one. And when I need them, I could just get them right there. So it's just there. And just hit this save button. Now whenever I log out, okay, and I want to log back in into that workspace, it's going to be saved that way. Let's go ahead and try that out. Again, guys, real simple. This is just to put in our orders into our brokerage account. And there you have it. Now, our workspace is saved. We have the name saved for it, whatever. We have our workspace, right? This is where we're going to put in our orders. Now let's go ahead and pull up some contracts. Unfortunately, because this is being done while the market is closed, it's not going to show many active, a lot of activity. However, that doesn't matter. We're not going to place trades in this video. This is just to get our workspace set up. We want to add a tab, and we want to add them through here. Let's say we're going to add crude oil. We're going to click plus, and we're going to do from a product, not an empty tab. We're going to go from product, and as you start typing crude oil, as you type CL, the ticker, crude oil futures will come up, just the actual futures, and then always the spread will be like in this red little arrows box, and it'll even say spreads, and now you know that's going to be all the spread contracts available. Click on it, and then just click OK. Once you do that, you'll have to like fix these a little bit, widen them out. All of your calendar spreads are here available, and you have crude oil down here. You can right click this tab 1 empty and just remove it. You can change the names of these as you wish, rename them to like however you want, you know, CL. You can put spreads, whatever, however you wish, guys. However is going to help you remember your business. Okay? And so in an active market, what's going to happen is we're going to click on this. Oops, hang on. we're gonna click on this. It's gonna pop open the chart automatically, and it's gonna pop open the depth of market here, so we could put in orders here. Again, whatever I click on, as you see now, because this workspace is a big widget group, it's all connected. Anytime I click on another different calendar time spread, it's gonna bring me the chart. Let's reduce this here so it looks like a realistic chart, and I'm gonna show you guys why this chart down here overall sucks. I don't use it, but then why and it starts off looking like that. Here, if you click on this little hamburger looking thing people call hamburger, I don't know why, like that, and you go here to the time intervals on your chart. Let's pull your chart up more. You're going to notice, and I've told people the highest time frame right now with them is just the daily. Okay, and there's a cleaner chart, and there's your spread chart. What I like to do is I like to get the grids off. Me personally, my personal flavor. If you right click on the chart, you can play with the settings of how the chart appears and stuff like that. I like a super dark background, and I don't like the grid, so I just black it out, match it to the background color, so that way, and hit apply. Okay, just like this. Save, whatever. Move it back down, just so it looks. I like the way that chart looks like that. But if I move this thing up off this price access, well, I can't, of course, in the middle of a video. You have our chart. You can move this down too on the right here. As you add more widgets, if you guys wanted to add more widgets, as like you start improving and creating your own thing, and you want like maybe these connected all in one big window, you can add all of these down here. You can go bring the widget down and then put like a right click the widget, create a group widget, and you can drag it all the way down to the bottom of the screen, connected to the bottom, and you can create your whole setup the way you want it. For me, particularly, I don't do that. For my main one, I just have these three. I have my, it's called the market grid over here. I have my MD trader over here, okay? Which once the market is active, and you'll start seeing in a lot more of my technical analysis videos I'm going to start doing more of on YouTube. You'll see these. I'll simulate some of these probably for the general population, the general public. You'll see these actively moving, and then we're going to just buy or sell, and we'll go from there. For those of you that want personal help after you're ready to put on a few trades, we're going to do that together. We'll do that, okay? You got my word on that. But set up your workspace, get your workspace going, save it, play with some of the widgets, set some widgets up here. Again, some of the extra widgets I like to keep might be related to like fills, positions, fills, order book. On the market views, we pretty much already have the MD trader out here, the market grid and the chart. These top three is what we have here on our main screen. If you wanted to create different windows, you can create different windows by clicking down, dropping down from main and go add window. And on that Tradestation video that's an hour long, that's what they do. And my live trading chart is still based on those things. They have drop downs here. I don't use them. But you can do, let's say you might want to add a spread matrix, and you can go, okay, spread. This is how they have it there. I'm just going to try to see if I remember how to do it, because I don't really do it. And here's a spread matrix, and maybe you can go here and go spread matrix. You add that, whatever. We're going to add it to like a spread matrix for crude oil. Add, see how this works. And you just like kind of expand it or whatever. Now you have a spread matrix on crude oil. And now you have your main page, and you can go back and look at a spread matrix. How this ties, how this links to the other workspace. I don't remember. You'd have to watch the video because I don't use it. There's the proof that I don't use it. You can delete them and remove the window. I just don't have any other windows anymore that I really use actively except my main window, and I add widgets that I want to like reference to my positions, my fills, all through here. Real quick note, side note, and I want to end it with that on the setup part of the video, okay? I mentioned earlier I want to finish this video with notes. You're going to notice that on Friday nights, all the way through Sunday when the market opens back up, you're going to get your positions. These are two sim trades that were in, crude oil and cocoa. for short cocoa, short crude oil in this particular spread here. But you're gonna notice this thing goes invalid like this. And I mentioned this to everybody. All futures companies for some reason do this. I haven't gotten the exact reason why they're doing that, but once the market starts opening, like 15 minutes before on Sunday, 4 p.m. Central Time, then you notice a bunch of larger numbers coming in, and your account will look like you're up like thousands of dollars. I don't know why. I'm gonna get the answer for that. Why? I'll probably update it in a further inner circle video, and I'll title it like pre-market position number issues or whatever. I might title it something like that, and we'll figure out why it's doing that. I don't have the exact answer, but it'll be off. So try, guys, when your market is closed, stay away from your phones, stay away from your computer. Let your trade position be where you know where it left off. It's not going to do anything else unless the market got up with a crazy gap, which on crude oil it can do. But usually, guys, on most commodities on a Sunday, it's not going to do anything crazy unless there's some crazy disease or something. Your market will gap up or down, but the numbers here ain't going to show, is my point. It shows invalid. Don't panic. Even is doing it in simulation. So another thing I noticed and so like the first video set that you guys have there is from OEC Trader. It's a platform that looks older and ancient and antiquated, but it's a platform that's white labeled and used by a lot of brokers out there and specialty brokers for this kind of trading. And that's where I started originally too. I've kept the series for now because one, I haven't had the time to make a new series. Two, essentially it's the same thing as this stuff. Once you figure out how to use a scanner, how to use charting, and you come in here and you want to just use your broker platform, this is all about just entering a trade. So we want to just set up quickly these platforms, and we're not going to get used to using them for any extra stuff for now. We're using them to put in orders, get fills from our broker, and take orders back out of the market and pull money out of the markets. Of course, every now and then when we take losses, do that too. But who wants to talk about that? So, for those reasons, we haven't updated it yet. There's going to be probably a big flow of people coming in. If they do, it's going to be having a lot more experience with OEC Trader. So it's going to be easier for them to understand that there. The one thing this doesn't have is a span margin tool, which I liked that platform. But you know what? There's other ways. There's future things that are coming. We can calculate span margin um, on the CME site and stuff like that have we spoken about. In addition to, these guys might make a span margin tool, but once you put in the trade, you'll see your calculation showing you what the span margin costs. Believe me, guys, it's pretty damn cheap. If you couldn't afford the trade, it's not going to let you place the trade anyway. So those are little things I wanted to talk about here while this little session's open on setting up your workspace with Tradestation Futures Plus. Any questions, let me know directly through the group, but you should have a workspace saved just like this by the time you're done without having to watch that video from Tradestation. You don't have to add all those extra things. It doesn't have to be overwhelming. This is as simple as it gets right here. Yeah, once again, when you get in here, make sure you understand where the environment changings are from live to simulation. And then that all widgets here is what creates your workspace. We're using the first top three to create these three up here. Okay, we want our market grid. We want our MD trader here, which is where we're gonna buy up from these and sell here. And I don't know why they take the color away when the market is closed. You're placing trades by going on contracts here. You can do good till cancel orders here, which, wow, it's not even active. Let me add just one more commodity here just to again, so it makes sense. Plus, we want to add live cattle. Okay, I want to add live cattle. So I start typing live cattle, or you can do LE, and it's going to be this one here. LET, I don't know what it is. Live cattle futures spreads. Boom. Do that. Don't bother this live only deal. Hit OK. And now you have that one saved there too. So I can go back and forth, as you see. Click on there. Changes my charts automatically, and the numbers here, the pricing on the relative prices are kind of trying to change. It's not doing it again because the market's closed, but it's getting close to where they closed at on price. Not the best. Oops. Okay. Later on, when you get advanced, there's things in here called an auto spreader, and this is where you can start creating like inter-commodity intra-commodity spreads and things and specialty spreads, okay? For those of you that want to do like SPY versus NASDAQ or soybean versus wheat and things like that. But in this particular boot camp, we're not getting like that yet. Later on in the inner circles and advanced, as we get more people that are going into advanced or bringing on some advanced ideas, then we can go into what's called auto spreader. I'll X that off for now. We're not going to save that. And then what we'll do, and save the screen here, we can do different kind of commodities where they cross, like Kansas City wheat versus Chicago wheat. You can do WTI versus crude oil, West Texas versus different kind of oils and things like that, and crack spreads, whatever. People are into that. You do that from auto spreaders. You create that. That's about it, guys. Really, it's that simple. Just set up your workspace like this, please, and get this set up and ready. In the next video I'm gonna make, we're gonna talk the difference between the charts and why I ended up still sticking with TradingView versus Tradestation. So Tradestation, because they understand that our I've talked to them, and since they understand that our charts over here are terrible. TT Trading Technologies is a proprietary, they're like an institutional level style trading company, high technology. I mean, again, you've seen the prices. I've showed it to some of you guys. So they're not really into charts. They started getting into charts here because they're working on trying to accommodate everybody. But the thing with them is they don't have really good charts. They don't have high time frames. The lines don't save. Like I've gone through this stuff with them. It's just been a problem. So what they've done is for all subscribers that have Tradestation Futures Plus, that have a funded account, you can download the actual platform, their actual trading platform, and use your same username and password, and have all the data access that you currently have over here. So in the next video, I'm going to show a little bit of how I've been setting this up, why I still don't use it at the end of the day, versus using charting through, hang on, sorry guys, using charting through, and this takes a while to load so it holds up my thing, TradingView, okay? I really love, guys, the web access. I love the web access that that Trading Technologies Futures Plus has offered to us. I love the web access that TradingView has available for us for our charting. In addition to that, our scanner that we use over at Season Algo, that's all web-based. So, you know, we have 3 web-based ways to be a professional trader: scanning futures and commodity markets, finding opportunities, confirming through charts, and then implementing our trades, all web-based. And that's what I love about this kind of combination we've been coming to. Yes, you have the option to go with full charts, these beautiful charts that Tradestation has to offer. I mean, look at these desktop charts. It's just amazing. But I found a lot of things that are different about this that is conflicting for all of us future and commodity traders that like to keep some transparency on basic things like ticker names and things like that. And Tradestation's decided to go a different way with their ticker names. I'm not a big fan of it, but I mean, amazing platform. Like, I love the way it looks, but still, it has to make sense and be transparent for everybody across the board. So I've made the decision to go and you know, my bias is more with TradingView. Spend a couple of bucks and get a really nice mobile-based trading platform that you can also reference to on your mobile app. You can reference to this on your mobile app. You can download these on your mobile phones, and obviously you can access this from your mobile phone's web browser. So, I mean, on the go, you can monitor things versus having to be captive to like a desktop at all times. And there's things in here that aren't to my liking for everybody else for transparency reasons too. So I hope that helps, guys. We're about 25 minutes in this session. Simple, setting up your workspace here, Futures Plus. Have that set up. Any other questions, you have any issues, go ahead and message me. We'll try to fix that for you. And we'll go from there, guys. I hope that this session helped you leaving that boot camp with the old OEC Trader platform and getting a little bit familiar with this. And don't forget, if you want a little bit more advanced knowledge on this, Tradestation has a series of videos under learning, and mastering Tradestation, and then you can go over there and is it under this one? Let's just nope. Hang on. Sorry. This is actually going to give you all these different. Under the Knowledge Center, you can go into the Futures Plus resources, and there's a ton of videos here. And I've shared this link in your Get Started action plan. I would watch all these stuff. You can watch the workspaces, and then also, which one is a good one? Managing accounts, positions, and orders, things like that. You can watch everything in here except the options. Don't watch the options. There's a couple futures options videos in here like this. You don't have to watch it. We're not dealing with that. Not in this type of session that we have. So, all right, guys. We'll next video I'm gonna make is the charts. So, see you later.